walk. I'm trying to look around and see who it is he gonna use. I don't care who he uses. But I know one thing, I can't afford to stay in the time factor. Did not the word say we are in this world but not of it? I'm in time, but I'm not of time. I'm of eternity, because I know that that's what he designed for me. The day he saw me in my mother's womb, he said, baby, I'm going to give you everything that you need. I'm going to shower you with everything that you need. I'm going to prepare you with everything that you stand in need of. But I got to put you in time to walk it out. Glory, 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 glory. Woo, hallelujah, hallelujah. I'm in my best, finest hour right now and don't even recognize it. Let me finish this, please. I got 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Listen to this. Verse 42 says, and they continued steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine, in fellowship, and in breaking of bread, and in prayers. And fear came upon every soul. Not just the preachers, not just the leadership, not just the man and woman of God, but fear came on every soul. And many wonders and signs were done by the apostles. And all that believed were together and had all things common. I showed y'all the illustration. When everything is out of you, now I look like my brother and my sister. Now I don't see them the way I used to see them, but we got all things in common now. Look. Verse 45, and sold their possessions and goods. This is the part right here where somebody may get bound. I'm going to read it anyhow. And sold their possessions and goods and parted them to all men as every man had need. You know why? Because we look alike now, so I can see if there's something wrong with you. I'm not going to talk about you because I've been hollowed out. But I'm going to tap into what I see because I realize, oh boy, parted them to all men. I don't have respect of person. It's not just the one I hang with, but it's the one back in the corner that nobody never speaks to. It's the one that after church is over is going to the parking lot and nobody see them leaving out because you're trying to identify with the ones that you think. But we don't see all the ones that walk out with their heads still down. Jesus. Verse 46. And they continuing daily, not when they felt like it, not when it was going good, not when things was high and up in praise, and they continuing daily with one accord, where in the temple, and breaking bread from house to house, from house to house, to house, to house, to house, to house, did eat their meat with gladness and singleness of heart. I'm not even going to touch that. Praising God and having favor with all the people. And the Lord added to the church daily such as should be saved. See, we have blanketed all of this stuff. We forgot all of this stuff. We disallowed all of this stuff. But God said, I'm bringing the cycle back to the kingdom. Because this is where we ought to be. Why? Because he has given us a charge. He spoke it in the book of Joel, and I'm not going to go there, but I'm going to read it. I don't want you to go there. I said I wasn't going to go there. Because in the book of Acts chapter 2, they also spoke it and said it. He said, even as the prophet Joel already confirmed, and he said this thing. He said, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. And on my servants and on my handmaidens I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. He said, I'm not leaving anybody out in this hour. If you want to get yourself together, I have need of you. I can use you. He said, after the cankerworm and the palmer worm and the locust and the caterpillar and all of those things have eaten up your stuff, he said, afterward I will turn around, make you a nation, make you a people, clean you up, create a clean heart in you, and bring you into a place that now I can pour out my spirit upon you. You have more prophets in here than what we look and acknowledge. We can't afford to have you to speak if you're not speaking out of God's spirit.